I must say, may the good Lord bless you so much for coming today. When I entered the boot camp, when I expressed my desire to lead, I had a whole manifesto, things that I thought I could just, do, things that I knew I wanted to do, because I felt like I was misrepresented. But after Bishop Prue's preaching, I realized those were my things. Those are the things I wanted, me as me. And then I put all that in the trash can. And I looked at the values, the mission, and the vision of the Federation. And I made those my manifesto. So even when everybody else was asking me, what are you going to do? Where is your manifesto? What's your manifesto? I said, I don't have one. You see, one of the biggest things as Christians, we can't be hypocrites. We say, may the will of God be done in our lives the way He wants, but we have particular things we want already. So now, where is the will of God now? Have you left space for Him to work? I purposed during the entire time, I did not even campaign. Reason because even if I campaigned or I didn't, if I was to be the leader, I would be. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be. I would have joined the Federation a long time ago, but I knew for a fact that I was still young and I was still selfish in my interests and desires, in what I wanted for me. So that means I'll still be a chaotic leader like the rest that have come actually after me, before me. Probably I would be more crazier. But I allowed God to work in me, teach me every day as a diligent person, so that only that what He wants should manifest in me. So in our time of leadership, to be honest with you, we'll constantly pray to the Lord to guide us on what exactly He wants to see. The solution of the gospel fraternity are not in media houses and TV stations and radios and then just going making noise. Are not in putting on sax, that's old school. They are not in whining on the streets of Kampala so that you attract media attention. And the actual truth, it's not about the Jesus that you want to see, but it's you who wants to be seen. You want to make a name for yourself. We have failed to understand that this generation, our God is a jealous God. He only wants to be the star. As a matter of fact, He's a show-off God. Look at Jesus' ministry altogether. He had to show off every time so that His Father can be glorified. Martha comes running and says, your brother Lazarus is dying. He says, I know, he's sleeping. So that He comes on that day when He has already died and He shows off with amazing miracles so that you can believe even more. Amen. The challenge we have in this generation, and most especially with the gospel artists, is that we cry and yearn so much for our music to be played in the world over, for us to acquire the stardom. But the actual truth is that you do not want to go to these bars and sing there so that Jesus can be, but it is you who wants to be noticed. You know it.
Take it, brother. Talk it.
You know it.
Yeah.
It is you who wants to be known, not the Jesus. Let's look at all the artists, inclusive of Mommy Betty here. When your song came out, I know for a fact you did not do anything for that song to be a hit song. You just went to studio and then sang your heart out. As a matter of fact, you worshipped your God. And then it is God Himself that got that song to every other place in this nation. Same with everybody, every artist that becomes a star. They do nothing for their first song to be hit songs. But the challenge becomes that when that song becomes a hit song, now you make it your purpose to make another hit song. You leave the place you're in the beginning, the innocent stage where everything depended on God, and then you choose to do your things your own way.
And then he's going to show off on you and show you can't do it. That's why some one hit wonders, others do two, others never come back. So, a gospel artist, you're not here to be a star. You're not here to hit the secular waves. Let me give you an example. I think we all get it wrong most of the times. Sorry, I'm turning into preaching, but I'll be small. Now, Jesus says, go unto the world and preach the gospel. Baptize many and disciple many. That's the Great Commission, right? But you see, greedy and selfish Christians say go to the world, they think they tell him go to the bars. That's not the world. No. Let's look at Jesus' lifestyle. You always give examples, eh? Jesus preached the gospel to our people. No, guess what? Jesus used the same roads like any other Christian or any other human being would use. But it's because his name preceded him that everyone would say, Son of David is coming, Son of David is coming. And then while he passes away, everyone follows them. Then he goes to the wilderness and preaches to those that have chosen to follow him. So that's what your music is supposed to do. If it goes to the world, let those people look for you. And then when they come to a place where you have power, then you can minister to them. Don't be greedy for fame and money because you traded Jesus for that. My number one mandate is every gospel artist will be under a leadership. You'll be under an association, or else we don't play your music on radio station and TV stations for our Christians who are ministered to, and we do not know how you fellowship. Some of you don't even have churches. But with the associations, then we know at least there's a level of accountability. So we will empower the associations. If you feel like you can't be led, you're a star, go be a star in the world. Leave Jesus ministry and Jesus walk alone. The time is now. Whatever we want to do, we can only do it on our knees. And fellowships must be a master tent for every association. Personally, I will supervise them with my friend here. We will come to we will know which day does your association meet for because they know they're immediate. Because you have the right to associate where you want. It's your right, where you feel comfortable, but you must associate. You must. This business is I know the spirit of this unity is our DNA. We've drunk it, we've breastfed it from our men of God. They're not united at all. But now we have a new generation, we can make things right. So what's stopping you from fellowshipping with another brother? With association with another brother? I will never be on secular media trying to prove a point. For what? I am the king of radio, baby. Let's empower our Christian radio stations and TV stations to do what we do. I'll travel, I'll meet every pastor and every bishop. I'll try to give them a chance to support us as gospel artists. Imagine a church that has 1,000 people and they have an artist in there that leads worship and praise and they want to be ministers. If all we ask from our pastors is social capital, not the money. We don't want your money. Which is okay. But get these 1,000 people. Yeah. Tell them on Sunday that all of you, the way you come here and fellowship, come with 20,000 shillings. Let's bless Brother Nimwezo. Nimwezo has a concert. 20,000 times 1,000. How much is that? 20 million. Now, 20 million shillings. Nimwezo, that will bless your life. That will kickstart your life. That means you've empowered a brother. He's going to walk tall. And every young person out there will look at his life and say, I want to serve Jesus too. That's what happens there. n'enjiri bw'etyo eby'omu nsi bibalage. So if we did that, and all our gospel artists are blessed, they drive, they sleep well, there is no way you're going to call them to minister and they refuse, because you're the Father. I was talking to one man of God, and he was telling me, eventually these young men become very proud, and then they go and then all those things. I'm like, yeah, I know. And it is you to blame the father. If a child is ill-mannered, it's the father to be blamed. How can you fail to tame your child? We are a result of our parents. Everything that I do counted on my father and mother. They raised me like this. I can't, Jema. I can't. So this is going to be a collective effort. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. 3 years in Nina Kubafuga Supid. Supid Yamavivi, Sipid Yokusaba. Tugenda kweyawulamu well and good, tulina differences zaffe well and good. President Munyango etafukangako Muganda naye mu government ye mulimu Abaganda. This business manya local, simanya urban, simanya what, kati how we do what. Those differences are going to be there. There are churches where they speak only English. For example, my church, we don't interpret for anyone. But there are churches where it is only vernacular Uganda, period. There are others where there is English and Uganda. But hey, guess what? You choose where you want to go. But when you become a leader, then everybody should be represented. So today I speak, every artist, if you say you sing gospel music, find an association that gives you comfort, that have friends in there, associate with them. Be led. Muntu wamalala yatagala kumukulembera. Nekitaffe yali akulemberwa. Yesu yali akulemberwa. So, maliriza ngamba. Let me give you an example, Presidnt. If I came to your house today, would you feel comfortable leaving me at home with your wife? The answer is probably no. Kulw'ensonga yino, wondekerayo kiba kitegeeza ndi muganda wo. Sina kyamaanyi kye ngenda kukolayo. Oba si kyekyo ndi important. Naye bwe tutyo bwe tubeera ng'abalokole. Okulowooza nti ogenda kujja n'obuyimbi bwo ng'oli muyimbi oyimbi hit song zo. Ogende mu nnyumba ya sitaani okwaneyo bakazi be, bakyala be, obajjeyo. Waakulekerayo okwegiriisizaayo, by the time he leaves you there for you to feel free, kiba kitegeeza either otoyina ky'osobola kukolawo, omufaanana nga ye gwe just lwakuba oyimba nga Yesu. Yeah. You can't come to my house and take my beautiful wife. I always live there. My brother Griffins are with, and my brother is there. As in, it's da. Na ye Presidnt mulekayo ngani. Olaba askari asiba nembera nkuba amasimu buli saawa. Stani wakulekera okwegirisiza ewuwe kugenda owambe ewuwe. Obeera owakabi ewuwe. Oba toyina makulu gyali. Abakulaba, you're part of him, it's just that we just carry Yesu. By the way, Stani ayogera ddala Yesu. Abasumba bali wano bwenna Bible gye tusomye tugamba. On that day he will come to you and say, we preach the gospel, we healed the sick, the lame, we rose the dead in your name, and he will say, don't know you. So there's a possibility that all of you pastors will go to hell. Inclusive of me. There is that possibility. Do you know why? Because we will say the name of Jesus. We will stand on the pulpit and preach the name of Jesus. Then some people have started churches as business entities. But guess what? The members in that church will go to heaven, the pastors won't. So same thing. You sing for Jesus, you look like you for Jesus, you're a gospel artist, you're the best that there is in the world, but you're not for him. Unless you apply all those principles, you have to be led. You have to be under authority. Somebody needs to speak to your life. With those words, thank you, gospel artists, for accepting God to speak to you and vote me in as your leader, and I pledge to serve and minister to you. We need to rise because we are bigger than who we are. We need to take our places and our spots. And to you, my brothers and sisters, we are going to face very many battles. We will face. We are not here to prove to ourselves, to prove the point that we are leaders. Leadership is not an office, neither is it a name. Leadership are results. Let's serve God's people. Let's lead these amazing ministers. And to all of you gospel artists that can have a hand, abasumba abasobola okukwatizako abantu abalala abamu mwerimbika muze ebintu ebyo tebikwatako mubibeera wala gumalala gwamufuba totubalamu magezi guluuza kuwaawo kitale nnyo. Mukama bwakuwa obukulembeze, buli muyimbi yenna mukulembeze obeera ng'olina following, gikozese. Vaayo wa muyimbi ng'olina erinnya, baako nekyoyogera bangi abakulabirako, abajja okwagala okumanya emiramu obulamu bwe butambula olina okugenda. Kyamaanyi, sina kyamaanyi kyetugenda kukola, kyamaanyi kiri awo, wabula okusaba n'okuyigiriza bannaffe okusaba. Buli association era etteeka lyengenda okusooka okusayininga mu nnaku 2 ez'ofiisi yange okuva n'enkyanoza ku Tuesday nga wiiki eno tennaggwako. Buli luyimba lwa muyimbi wa gospel natali mu association luve ku TV stations eyo ddi lugenda kitambula ngikole n'abasumba bonna abalina TV stations and radio stations. Ku spirit kito kiyisiza kuba ndi manager. So ffenna tulina okukolebwa oba twagala oba tetwagala. Tulina okumanya tuli ba stewards wano, abantu ba Mukama. Tukuva eri mu fornication y'omu byekisibe byonna mu sexual promiscuity, ojja oyimbira abaana ba Yesu. Oteeka ozannya oluyimba ku radio Presidnt nga kulwana muyimbi w'amaanyi naye ng'abalowoleza puroguramu yo bakosebwa omwana yabalepinga. Omuyimbi wa gospel. Tulina ekiseera kigenda okutuuka. There is a time where we're going to reach where gospel music, every artist will feel like it's a safe landing. Let me go sing because they have the money, they are talented, they are gifted. And then they come into our churches and they become superstars and they sleep with all the sisters in the churches. And then we are looking like this, we can't protect it, but we will protect it. So from the start, we'll start with associations. Because pastors, so sometimes you don't even know. Most of the members of the artist society don't know, belong to churches. So this is going to start. It's going to start from now. So help me God.